How are you, Walter?
Doing well, thank you.
Walter, we heard a lot from Cade last night about the performance Saturday, feeling like technique needed to be sharper, that
hmm
maybe he used the term wake up call. What was your feeling after Saturday and kind of the recap of it all?
Obviously, it's always good to get a win, but when I say this, I mean with the utmost respect to SMU, but just with the type of program that I believe that we can be, and the type of program that I know all the coaches know that we can be, and I believe we can be. Is just that, I think we could have done a lot better. I feel like we should have put that game away a lot earlier, and similar to Arkansas State, the effort and the want to was there, the wanting to finish, but the technique needs to get a lot better. I mean, as you know, as you know, I for one, had a holding call, and some of the stuff that I was doing was like BS. Excuse my language, but obviously you need to get a lot better with technique wise, and like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, combining the technique with the effort. Coach Venable says effort with technique all the time. So I just definitely that's one of the takeaways, and we got to pick that up. Going into Tulsa. Tulsa's a man that has as many winning seasons or championships and as Oklahoma's had, but you still got to respect your opponent. And I believe that Tulsa's going to come out and give us everything they have. They're going to show us some things that we haven't seen before. So we have to be able to respect them, respect their D line, and come out with the technique, and that we can't beat ourselves. We beat them fair and square.
What was the tone, Coach Beadenbow, when you guys were looking at film and kind of reviewing the O-line?
Coach Beadenbow, he's not one to mince words, as you guys probably know. And I came to a place like Oklahoma because I didn't want to just like, okay, fix this, but you did really good here, or that's okay, but I really like this. Like this man, like he has such a high standard that something that we may have done well, we could have done a lot better. Like you may have blocked him, but how did you block him? Was it with the right technique? And it wasn't with the right technique, then we go play someone like Texas, Alabama, or some of the championship or anything like that, you're going to get exposed. And so, like McCade said, it's a lot of it just talking about technique, the effort with technique, finishing with technique, the right footwork, even in the splits are too tight, he gets on you about everything. But that's something that you need from Coach Beadenbow because of the type of coach that he is and the excellence that he demands and the excellence that we will need to give.
Is it a silver lining to have it happen this early in the season, maybe?
I think with the type of with the two games that we've had and the one coming up is like Arkansas State. The effort was there, no technique, and the same thing was. I think we got a little bit better, but still same story with SMU. And I guess having those couple games, we haven't had any conference games yet. It was just nice to have, but regardless, we should have been have that technique from the start. But I guess you could say that it's good that we have the ramp up, if you want to say, but it's no excuse for like, okay, just Arkansas State, we don't even play with technique because we're so much better. It needs to be consistent. You need to be consistently consistent. That makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I think so we go into we got a tough Tulsa team in Cincinnati next week, and real first test with Iowa State in our conference. So we have to pick it up. We got to do better.
Coach Letty said it was hot and cold. You guys did have some good drives. Is that more frustrating that you weren't able to have that all the way, or is there at least bits of encouragement knowing that there is those glimpses there? You just have to figure out a way to make that happen all four quarters.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I think I agree with that, hot and cold, because there were some drives where we went like maybe 50, 60 yards, and then we got stopped on the 4th and 1 or 3rd and 2, and then we got to punt the ball, which I believe that we should have got those extra couple yards or those few yards. But we needed, like I said, we got to be consistent with it. Maybe there's I don't think we're going to be perfect each and every game, but we got to be able to be consistent enough that that first drive we got to score. And I expect to score each drive after that. That's the confidence I believe that we can have, and going into each of these games.
Won't ask you for the name because Coach Levy and Coach Venables won't give it to us.
Okay.
Sub package with Jackson, running that in practice, running it in the game. What do you like about it? What's maybe fun about?
I mean, it's just cool. It's like the kind of anytime Jackson or like someone new coming in gets to go in the game and running some plays, it's awesome. And even with DG's in there, we're going like I said before, going with the same effort, same technique, because we want those plays to succeed.
Obviously, it's a specific situation they were calling on Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel a difference, whether it's him or Dylan, but of a quarterback that knows how to run in those situations? Can you feel that as an offensive lineman?
I don't know if I can feel it because I have the same job, like
Either way.
because DG's in the game or Jackson, I'm like going to block someone a little differently. I know my man, who am I supposed to get a double team or I'm on a base block. I know who I'm supposed to get, and so I don't really feel that difference. Just give him 100% each time.
as an offensive line, you prefer to run block more than pass block. Is that a thing that you like to carry on? Is it?
I think early in my career, I definitely prefer like okay, there was years where I like okay I like pass pro a lot better, and I like run blocking, I like pass pro, I like run blocking. I think now I there's like things I like about both, but just with run blocking, it's just the physicality of it and just you're I'm trying to think of a word, but I gotta say you're just grimy, you're in the trenches, and putting maybe being able to move someone against your will. That's the best feeling a lineman can have. The same with pass pro. It's a lot more finesse, but you can have a lot of fun with it, especially, you moving your feet, you're blocking them, and the fact that, they come up against you each and every time, but they can't get anywhere, and you see that frustration in them, and it's like, you're doing the job right. So I say now it's just, I like a little bit of both.
How do you feel about the phrase "pass pro isn't passive"? Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, more, especially with, the guard and centers, like, it's not passive at all, and it's a little bit more finesse with the tackles, but no, you can't be quote unquote soft or like, just yeah, I'm just gonna hit you there. Like one of my old coaches used to say, like you're it's from an Indiana Jones movie. It's Kali Ma. And it's like there you guys understand. Like you're stopping their heart, taking out their heart. That's what you gotta do each time. Punch, stop their heart. And so there's only anything passive about that.
Walter, I'd love to see you reenact that scene.
Yeah, Kali. Yeah, he even showed us a video and everything. So maybe we could do a
Good
little
stuff.
bit.